In a world that screams for our attention, demanding that we manage others' opinions, control external outcomes, and react to every headline and notification, the most radical and transformative act is to turn your focus entirely inward. The Stoics discovered a profound secret. The universe aligns not when you try to rearrange it, but when you arrange your own soul. Focus on yourself and watch everything fall into place is not a law of attraction mantra about manifesting cars and houses. It is a deep practical tenet of Stoic philosophy. It means that when you stop trying to control the uncontrollable and instead pour all your energy into the one thing you truly command, your mind, your judgments, and your actions, you achieve a state of inner harmony that makes your external life feel orderly, purposeful, and resilient, no matter what is happening around you. Here is the Stoic roadmap for how to do this. Part 1. The Foundation. Understanding what is yourself. Before you can focus on yourself, you must understand what yourself truly is. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, provided the clearest possible map. The dichotomy of control. Some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, our reputation, our office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing. Epictetus, Enchiridion, this is the cornerstone. To focus on yourself is to focus exclusively on what is within your power. What is not yourself, the externals. Other people's thoughts, opinions and actions, the past and the future. The outcome of your efforts, e.g., getting the job, winning the game. Your reputation, your wealth, your health, world events, the weather, traffic. What is yourself? Your inner citadel. Your judgments, how you interpret events, your desires, what you choose to want, your aversions, what you choose to avoid, your impulses to act, your motivations and intentions, your character, your commitment to virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. When you focus on yourself, you are focusing on this inner realm. Everything else is a distraction. Part 2. The Practice. How to focus on your true self. This focus is not passive. It is an active, daily discipline. Here are the key Stoic practices. Guard the gates of your perception. Your mind is a fortress. Every external impression, a critical comment, a lost sale, a flat tire, knocks at the gate. The undisciplined mind flings the gate open and lets the impression run rampant, causing chaos. The Stoic acts as a vigilant gatekeeper. The drill. When an event occurs, pause. Do not assent to your initial automatic judgment. Event. My partner spoke to me harshly. Automatic judgment. They are being unfair and disrespectful. This is terrible. Stoic reassessment. My partner used a harsh tone. I cannot know for certain why. Perhaps they are stressed or in pain. Their tone is outside my control. My control lies in my response. I can choose to respond with calmness and seek understanding, rather than react with matching harshness. By focusing on your judgment of the event rather than the event itself, you retain your power and peace. Define your virtues, not your outcomes. We are obsessed with goals. I want a promotion. I want to find a partner. I want to be respected. These are externals. When we fail to achieve them, we are shattered. Flip the script. Focus on the character you will use in the pursuit. Instead of, my goal is to close this business deal. Focus on, my goal is to act with integrity and wisdom during these negotiations, and to be courageous regardless of the outcome. Instead of, I need to make everyone like me. Focus on, I will strive to be just and kind in all my interactions. When your success is defined by your virtue, you cannot fail. The deal may fall through, but if you acted with integrity, you succeeded in what matters. This internal success creates a foundation of unshakable confidence from which external success naturally becomes more likely. Practice amor fati, love your fate focusing. On yourself means accepting everything that happens not as a setback, but as the necessary material for your growth. The Stoic does not wish for things to be different. They love them as they are. A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations, The Drill. For every obstacle, ask, what quality does this require of me? Patience, resilience, creativity. How can this specific situation be used to practice virtue? How is this somehow for my benefit? The delayed flight is an opportunity to practice patience. The financial loss is a lesson in detachment and reevaluation. The difficult person is a sparring partner for your empathy. When you focus on finding the value in what is, you stop arguing with reality and start working with it. This is how obstacles become the way. Let go of other people's business. The single greatest drain on our mental energy is trying to manage other people's thoughts, actions, and opinions. This is the ultimate distraction from focusing on yourself. The drill. Consistently apply the, is this my business? Filter. Their opinion of you? Not your business. How they manage their workload? Not your business. Their mood, their choices, their life? Not your business. Your business is your reaction, your work ethic, your character. When you release the burden of other people's affairs, you free up colossal amounts of energy to pour into your own domain. You become calmer, and paradoxically, your relationships often improve because you are no longer trying to control them. Part 3. How everything falls into place. When you diligently focus on your inner world, the external world doesn't magically become perfect. Instead, your experience of it transforms. This is the falling into place. Clarity replaces chaos. Your mind is no longer a battlefield of external demands. With your focus internal, you have a clear, single priority: your virtue. Decision-making becomes simple. What is the most wise, courageous, just temperate thing to do here? Resilience replaces fragility. Since your self-worth is tied to your character, which you control, and not your outcomes, which you don't, failure and criticism lose their sting. You become anti-fragile, able to gain strength from chaos because it provides more raw material for your practice. Effortless action replaces frantic striving. You begin to operate from a place of alignment. You do the right thing for its own sake, without attachment to the result. This right action often leads to better external outcomes because it is rooted in clarity and integrity, not desperate neediness. People and opportunities are attracted to your peace. A person who is not desperate for validation, who is calm in a crisis, and who is focused on their own work is magnetic. Trust is built. Respect is earned. Opportunities arise not because you chased them, but because you became the kind of person worthy of them. You discover true freedom. Epictetus, who was born a slave, defined freedom as the person who gets what they want. When you want only what is within your control to be a good person, you are guaranteed to get what you want every single day. You become truly free, regardless of your circumstances. Conclusion: the Stoic alignment. The promise of Stoicism is not that you will become the emperor of the world, but that you will become the emperor of your own mind. Focusing on yourself is the path to this sovereignty. Stop trying to calm the storm. Calm yourself and the storm will seem to calm. Stop trying to force the pieces of your life into a specific picture. Focus on being the best version of the piece labeled you. Act with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. And you will find that you fit perfectly into the evolving mosaic of life. Watch as the frantic struggle subsides. Watch as your energy is conserved and your purpose clarified. Watch as you meet each day not with anxiety, but with a calm, ready confidence. This is not magic. It is the natural, inevitable result of a mind that has finally come home to itself. Focus on yourself. The rest is not your concern. And in that release, you will find that everything truly does fall into its rightful place. Conventional intelligence is about processing information. The Stoic version of dangerous smartness is about processing reality. It's a form of intellectual and emotional ruthlessness, not toward others, but toward your own illusions, excuses, and weaknesses. This isn't about acquiring more knowledge. It's about installing a bulletproof operating system for your mind that sees the world with chilling clarity and acts with unshakable purpose. These lessons are not for the faint of heart. They are designed to shatter comforting lies and force you to confront the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. Master them and you become dangerously smart, immune to manipulation, unfazed by chaos, and strategic in all aspects of life. Lesson 1. Your worst enemy lives in your head. Execute him daily. The Ruthless Stoic. Truth. The primary source of your suffering. Procrastination and failure is not the world, but your own flawed judgments and perceptions. As Epictetus stated, it's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. Your enemy is the voice of fear, the narrative of victimhood, the addiction to comfort, and the habit of blaming others. How this makes you dangerously smart. Dangerously smart people understand that the first and most important battlefield is their own mind. They don't waste energy fighting external enemies until they have pacified the internal one.